Good afternoon. So I'll just try to finish my presentation very quickly. And as you see that now she was struggling to read Padmnabhan. So just to make, I have highlighted the letters, which is a secure name for security industries. So the people call me VPN. Now VPN is going going away, but I'll be there for securing your data. So let's start. So discussion flow will be this. We'll be talking more, and there are one quiz also. So this is our inorganic growth journey. So I put this slide because most of the people might be relating with the word SafeNet. As the bankers are here, so bankers will be knowing the SafeNet. Now then SafeNet got acquired by Gemalto, and Gemalto merged with Thales. Both are the French company. And now we are Thales. So for the Thales, from the bottom of the sea to the sky, so we are there everywhere. Now there are four major business lines, which is space, aerospace, defense and security, and digital identity and security. So we are world number one in all those business lines. I come from digital identity and security. Now there is a quiz. Thales presence in India since. So any guesses? We have a prize for the correct answer or the nearest answer. Yes, sir? 1996. It's much prior. So we are, yes, 1953 is the correct answer. 1953. Thales is present in India from 1953. So we are representing, myself representing Thales Cloud Protection and Licensing, which is a CPL, we say. It's a part of digital identity and security business line. We are world leader in our HSMs. HSMs is the word which everybody knows about and relate with us. But there are much more in security what Thales provides for our customers. So the major thing is, just to give you one example, for the banking payments. So if you should see the bottom that we have written, more than 5 trillion worth of payment transactions, we a financial transaction every day we do among the banks. We secure that. So these are the certain emerging challenges. What your guys are from the every industry now, there is a challenge because everybody is utilizing IT and everybody is trying to move to cloud. Everybody is using cybersecurity practices. So these are the certain challenges which we keep on hearing from our customers, our partners. So we'll wait. I'm just quickly trying to wrap up so that we can have some time for question answers, and then I'm available outside on the booth or my team is there. So these are the guidelines. Nothing, you all are learned people and must be aware of these things because these are the part and parcel of your day-to-day life. So this PCI DSS. So we have the solution and the mapping of the solution from Thales side, but we are talking more on the security front, how we can do that. This is the latest circular. So meeting regulatory compliance in this thing, I'll just go quickly some of the regulations. This ISO 27000 requirement. This also talks about the cryptographic control and keys. Now on the cryptography, I just wanted to know, can you just guess from when the cryptography is being used? Correct. So more than that. Now if anybody has seen the movie called Da Vinci Code, so you must have seen that there is a cryptex. Now if you don't do that correct time 3 times, so then there will be a water flow and then it will be destroyed. Now the same technology is being used now that in HSMs, if you do multiple wrong attempts, you can set that parameters, then it will destroy. And your encryption keys will get destroyed. Now we'll discuss, this is again payment card industry data security standards, PCI DSS, RBI guidelines, IDRBT guidelines. So these are the challenges which every one of you might be facing for how to adhere this compliances and be proactive in doing that. Now there is a one common thing in every compliance, which is called data encryption and tokenization. Every compliance talks you about data encryption, tokenization, access control, secure key management. Now on the key management, I just would like to understand, is there in a room anybody, I'll just give you the analogy of encryption. Everybody will be using the encryption, correct? All of you will be using the encryption. But encryption is as like as you are locking the data, correct? Now when you come out of your house, you lock the door. What you do the next? Do you leave the key on the lock? No, none of us will be doing that. Worst case, the people will be doing that they will be putting the key under the carpet. That is the thing, and that is what is happening nowadays. What we are doing, that we are keeping the keys either on the lock on the same server where the encryption lies. So the encryption without the key management, that is the keyword. The encryption without the key management is of no use. So you can say that unless you manage the keys, you cannot do that. Thales is world leader in managing the keys, and you help you managing the keys yourself. We are empowering you. That is what is the theme today, that empowering trust. Now this is what we understand that I'll just leave this slide, take a sip of water. These are the things everybody will be looking for. Compliances talk about all those things, but that's what we keep on hearing. Data at rest, data in motion, key management, control access, cloud security. Now the data protection portfolio for entire encryption and everything. So this is what is, we are world leader in everything. So Thales solution, we have a very good solution for cloud, which is help you enabling the BYOE, which is the, okay, sorry, I think I was not audible. I'll just go back to the previous slide also. So we are the world leader in the data protection, and I can say that most of the banks in India, as I know, I'm interacting all the banking and the payment vertical people, that they are using our HSMs. They know us for the HSMs. HSMs is the one of the use case, and which is a very important thing where you are storing the keys. But the key management and encryption is much more beyond that. Apart from that, there is a solution which is high-speed encryptor. High-speed encryptor nowadays, that you are using the data and moving the data from on-prem to cloud, that is a very unique solution which can help you encrypting the data from on-prem to cloud also, with between the cloud as well, VPC to VPC also. So there's the BYOE and BYOK. These are the technologies being used, which is enabling people to move to cloud faster, so that meeting the regulatory compliance, meeting the security. BYOK is the most common thing that every cloud provider provides you, that you bring your own key, we'll do that. Now these are the Thales security solution portfolio. I think I'll just quickly go through this, what are the things solution, and in a simplest manner that we do the discovery, where you should know where your data is there, which you need to discover and then classify. Then we do the secret management as well. Cipher to data security platform then helps you to encryption and tokenization at all the level. Then the enterprise-wide key management. I'll just give you one perspective, and then I wanted to keep a 5 minute for the question answer. What we get if we rearrange the letter compliance? So I'll not take much time. I'll give you the answer. This is C, policeman. Now it depends what you interpret by C. That's it. With that, I'll just leave this perspective with you all. Now, this is my contact details. We can have the questions. So now precisely 4 minutes left. Any questions? Or you all can visit to our stall and see that all the materials are there where you can get the detail. I am available all the time. Again, I'll just say Padmnabhan is difficult to say, but Padmnabhan is Vishnu Bhagavan. VPN, it is a secure name for security industry. Clap, sir. So tell me, so any questions?
The new DPDP bills, which is going to be in Parliament soon, and how Thales is servicing or going to address this issue of data privacy. Of course, we have a lot of compliance from different regulatory body of RBI to IRDA. So everybody has his own compliance and they have to manage the data protection. But this typical data protection bills where we talk about how we are going to share the data. So Thales is addressing more on how you store the data, how you process the data, and all the algorithm and encryptions, all that, right? But when it comes to data sharing, how Thales is addressing in India?
So great question, excellent question. This is very relevant that now the data protection bill is going to come up. Now in my slides, I think I have shown somewhere that now the GDPR we are taking care of. Now the best thing, the data sharing and the major important point in the IDPR is your data privacy and the right to delete. Now you can ask anybody that now you forget my data. How you will ensure that your data is deleted? The easiest way is to delete the encryption keys. If you keep the encrypted data, delete the encryption key, that is of no use. That's a garbage data. And the same thing is gives you the solution for the another relevant problem nowadays, which is ransomware. Now, ransomware, you can be very well protected. There is a very good solution. So as we were, I'm not talking about the Thales thing. That Thales is world leader, and you all will get a lot of things to do. We can discuss offline. But there is a good solution. You all must have done a prevention of your breach. You put all the solutions, firewalls and everything. Our solutions are designed thinking that the breach cannot be prevented. Our solutions are for securing the breach. If your data is encrypted, keys are stored somewhere else, decoupled from the data, that data is of no use to anybody. That's it. Hope that answers your question, or we can take it in detail. Any other questions, sir? Sorry, I missed. Yeah. Bring your own encryption. Very good question. Now, bring your own encryption means you have to install something or your agent. Now, bring your encryption is only applicable places where you are using infrastructure as a service, IaaS. Now, there only you can have the bring your own encryption, and most of us are using infrastructure as a service as of now in India. The adoption of the AWS, because AWS is the highest selling cloud in India. Maybe the Google and Microsoft will soon this thing. So our solution has integrated with all the major clouds, not only AWS, Google, Azure, the SAP, HANA, and then the Salesforce everywhere. And you can, it's a very thing that now we support the KMIP, which is Key Management Interoperability Protocol. So with that, you can do the key management of anything which supports the KMIP. So time's up. Or last question, yes.
Yes, last question. Actually, we are facing a lot of problem by creating the default false links and getting the customers data, and customers providing their data in terms of KYC updation, and then they got defrauded those accounts. So how can we prevent that? Because anti-rogue solutions are not able to catch those phishing links.
Very good question, sir. Now, phishing is a identity theft. So now your keys are where your website keys, SSL keys, if it is not securely stored in a secure place, can happen. We can discuss this thing problem in detail. India Post Payment Bank is our customer itself. Recently, you have taken some of the solutions. We can definitely discuss this in detail. There is a solution for that, sir.
Thank you.